It is Wednesday, June 1st in the MLB, and I'm Austin from Calling Our Shot.
And I'm Logan from Calling Our Shot.
And we are back with our favorite plays. We got our favorite money line. We got a player prop, and we got a no-run first inning coming your guys' way.
You guys already know what I'm going to say. Do us a favor. Take 0.5 seconds out of your day and mash that subscribe button. Closing in on 34,000. You guys have been so supportive in the community. Good nights and bad nights. Those all happen, but we appreciate you guys in the community. Also, do us a favor. Drop a like on this video.
Yeah, I agree, Logan. Let's hop into a recap from yesterday. Not a great day. We won't lie to you, but we're always going to be transparent with everyone. And, it was an 0-3 day. But, Mets team total under 5 runs. You hate to see that. Machado over 1.5 bases. The man gets ejected. I can't predict that. And then Twins, Tigers, no run first inning. You see us not in the octopus shirt today. Yeah, you can't blame us. But you know what makes it all better? A couple units lost there, Logan, but another parlay hits. Cardinals money line. Astros Athletics under 3.5 the first 5. That's 5 of our last 6 parlays. Obviously, if you haven't been checking out the parlays, they're on OddsJam. Top link in the description. Go check it out. You definitely don't want to miss it. We got another parlay. It's already live, so go look at it. First link in the description. But either way, Logan, let's do a quick, got a couple quick notes for you guys. Obviously, no octopus shirt today. Positive vibes only. I hate that shirt. I burned it. Also, podcast live at 10 a.m. Eastern time. That's a pretty good one. Logan and I talked about the NFL. We are 99 days away from the start of the NFL season. Go check out that. Now, game 1 for the NBA Finals is tomorrow, but my weekly live stream kind of previewing it will be all of tonight at 6 p.m. Eastern time. Come out. I'll answer all your questions. And my game 1 NBA best bets video will be live later on tonight for all my NBA guys out there. Guys and gals, it will be live then. So last note, shout out to all our COS All-Stars. You guys continue to support us. Thanks for supporting us. We can't do it without you guys. You guys help us get up early in the morning after losing a lot of no-run first inning bets in a row. But still, we have 3 new All-Stars. We got Brandon, Jack, and Mo. You guys are the real MVPs. Thank you all for supporting us. But Logan, let's get into it. NRFI Nation's going to get off to a winning day, but we're going to tackle that at the end. What's your first pick of the day?
Yeah, let's start with a game pick, right? And, surprisingly, I'm 2-0 picking this team. So I'm totally jinxing myself right now, but I'm doing it anyway. I'm going to the Phillies-Giants game, and I'm taking the Phillies money line versus the Giants. Currently minus 118 odds on FanDuel, as Austin's pulling up here. FanDuel, I mean, it's pretty standard, right? About minus 120 across the books. But you know what? I'll use OddsJam and get a little bit better value on FanDuel. The Phillies, right, are on a hot 5-game losing streak, and they need my help. They need my help to get them out of this losing streak because I told you I'm 2-0 when picking the Phillies. The last time they won, who was on the mound? Nola was on the mound, and they closed as minus 120 favorites, which is about what they're hovering, by the way. So just the signs are there. I'm first gonna talk about San Fran's pitcher though. They got Carlos Rodon pitching today. Rodon's certainly one of the best pitchers in the league statistically, but you know what? He's given up some earned runs and hits for sure this year. 3, 2, and 8 earned runs in each of his last 3 starts, coming in with a 3.6 ERA, which is a little bit high for him. But I mean, those 8 earned run type games, that's not him. He's not having a tremendous amount of control this year. Look at his whips the past 3 games as well. A 1.88 whip, a 1.5 whip, and a 3 whip in his last 3 starts. Once again, a reminder, whip, walks, and hits per inning pitch. He's getting people on base. He's walking them. They're getting hits all over him. Batters are hitting 331 on batting average and balls in play versus Rodon specifically. That is 6th highest in the MLB against eligible starting pitchers. That is crazy because if you look at the list, you'll see some trash cans like Patrick Corbin, Marquez, etc. at the top of the list. And then you see Carlos Rodon and you're like, I thought he's supposed to be the Giants ace. Well, teams are hitting him left and right. I mean, it's no doubt about it. The stats reflect that. Now, the Phillies are batting 249 versus left-handed pitchers, which is, solid enough. But they're 8-6 overall versus lefties. Look at their splits versus lefties and righties. Their record tanks. I think they're like 13-23 versus right-handed pitching. They're terrible there, but they've been running up the wins against lefties, and that's who they're facing once again today. I looked at some of the hitter splits versus Rodon. We love Castellanos, 5 for 10, batting 500 career-wise versus Rodon. If they get production out of Nick Castellanos, they'll be really solid today. Schwarber, 2 for 4, also 500 versus Rodon. And Real Muto, 1 for 333 versus Rodon. If they get production out of those 3 guys I mentioned specifically, they'll be fine today. They'll provide Noah enough run support. Noah's on the mound today, 1, 4, and 2 earned runs in each of his last 3 starts. Two of those games were against the LA Dodgers. LA Dodgers, one of the best offenses in the league, are supposed to be, right? Statistically, sometimes they are, sometimes they aren't. But Noah has pitched really well, and he definitely was able to take care of the Dodgers bats. And at home, this is what I love. Noah's WHIP is only 0.77. A WHIP under 1 is something I'm always looking for, and to be this far in the season and him to still have a WHIP, a solid walks and hits per inning pitch ratio like that, we love to see it. The Giants are also 15th in strikeouts per game. Noah has the put away pitches. He has games where he has 10 and 9 strikeouts a game. So he can definitely take care of the Giants batters. I'm really not super concerned about them. They did win an extra innings, running it up against the Phillies bullpen, of course. Phillies bullpen 24th in bullpen ERA. But here's a reminder. The Giants are actually worse. The Giants bullpen 27th in bullpen ERA. There's run opportunities certainly late in this game for both teams. But I think the Phillies are just going to come out on the edge. I think they're going to get enough hits and runs up on Rodon and provide Noah the run support he needs. So I'm once again taking the Philadelphia Phillies to snap that losing streak, 5-game losing streak, where it ends tonight, and I'm predicting it. Austin, what do you got for a player prop?
Yeah, I got another player prop. Sorry for trusting the Padres. Manny Machado, like I said, got ejected. Not much I can do about that one. Today, I'm going with an under. I'm going Byron Buxton. I'm taking his under 1.5 bases, minus 120 on DraftKings. He plays for the Minnesota Twins. Now, when I navigate over to OddsJam, we got minus 120 DraftKings, minus 120 Caesars. You can see FanDuel does never offers an under for bases. And you know what? I know it can be sketchy betting an under, but I think it's more profitable taking some unders than it is overs. And I'm not surprised to see FanDuel not offer one because they know it's profitable to take unders. I mean, let's talk about Buxton, though. Let's dive into the numbers. Buxton, under in 3 straight games, not going to count the one he didn't start. He pinch hit in one of them. Obviously, we're not going to count that. FanDuel would count it. That's why they don't offer unders, probably. He's also under in 17 of his last 24 games. And today, he's going up against the Tigers team. A team he's really struggled. I was watching that no run first inning bet yesterday. It was painful, but I did hear some interesting splits from Buxton, who's been kind of hit or miss this season. But Buxton 2 for 31 on the year against the Tigers. That's just a .065 batting average. Look, that's very, very bad. His 2 hits actually came yesterday, both singles, only 1 per doubleheader, still going under in both those games. So obviously he's still gone under in all of the games against Detroit. And they got Skubal on the mound pitching for Detroit. And, Skubal last year, you might have said, the past couple of years, you have said, Skubal's terrible. I would never take an under versus him. But this year, he's been quietly very good. He really improved over spring training, over the offseason. He's looked solid. 1.03 whip. Very solid for a pitcher of the Tigers. Probably their best pitcher, I would argue. And we look at Buxton he has 2 career home runs versus Skubal. I mean, both came in 2020 and 2021. Like I said, Skubal's much better a pitcher today than he was in those previous years. And look, if Buxton is going to ruin us, it's likely via the home run, which is about plus 300 to hit a home run today. If you look at the 5, I gave you this stat that he's gone under in 17 of 24 games. Well, 5 of the 7 that he's gone over were via the home run. And, if a guy's going to hit a home run on me, I'm fine with it. I can live with that. But I think the under 1.5 bases is the move, the place to go for Byron Buxton. Hopefully he can go out and not hit too many. Hopefully maybe the Tigers are Skubal's pitching pretty well, so they don't get a lot of base runners, which I think is probable. And the Tigers, this is a virtual pick 'em. And I think you could argue, probably the Twins are the better team long term. But Tigers have been quietly having their number this year, so I think Skubal pitches well. I think we're seeing Mr. Buxton go under 1.5 bases. I really like that prop. Another one I was looking at, Mike Trout. Really, him to get a hit today is minus 165, which you never see Trout at minus 165 to get a hit. So I considered laying the juice on that. I also think Kyle Bradish of the Orioles gives up more than 4.5 hits, but both those two are minus 160 or worse. I don't really want to come out here and give you guys a minus 160 pick, but those are 2 other things I did look at. But Logan, it's time. I'm not putting any music on. We don't have the octopus shirt on. It's Nervy Nation time. We're going to get after it. We're going to be flying these flags in chat, and today is the tide. The tide changes today. Now, we've lost 10 of our last 11 nowhere in first inning bets, but the fact that we are still profitable on the year shows that we have it in us to bounce back today. Today, I'm feeling good about this one. We're double dipping. We're going Giants versus Phillies. We're taking the no run first inning, minus 110 on FanDuel. We see FanDuel's got the best odds for us. A couple other books all around the same odds. Now, the reason we like this one, we got Aaron Nola. I'll talk about him first. 9-1 on the no run first innings. Like Logan was talking about, went up against the Dodgers in most recent games, went up against the Mets too. Both teams love to get first inning runs, and he was able to navigate and not give up first inning runs to that team. San Francisco tied for 18th in first inning runs. They haven't had one in the last 5 games. And look, they got a lot of guys injured. Now, I don't know, some of them aren't necessarily on the IL list, but some are day-to-day, so you don't really know who's playing or who's not. But as long as the guys are injured, they might not be in their normal groove. So I think Nola, you can get me 3 outs. What about the other side of the mound, Logan?
Yeah, well, to your point, the Giants rotate lineups in and out. They have like platoon swaps. So to predict who the Giants are going to have, out there today, that's impossible to do. But we do know that the Giants starting pitcher today is going to be Rodon. Rodon, 8-1 on the NRFI this year. We love to see Nola and Rodon so solid. These two starting pitchers are solid. Like we have to pick the no-run first innings that make sense. Philadelphia Phillies, 20th in first inning runs. And you ready for the Logan Jinx stat? You ready for it? Yeah, Phillies have not had a first inning run in 13 straight games. Yeah, yikes. So one can say we're jinxes. If we are jinxes and we break the Phillies streak, you know what? We'll just have to sit back and laugh. But this one stands a really good chance at cashing. I looked at the slate and I didn't like any as much as this one. Austin, you know what? NRFI Nation has been down bad, but this one makes too much sense for us not to go with it. We're going to fly the flags and we're going to get back on track today 100%.
I agree. We can't. I mean, the fact that we've lost 10 of 11 is quite remarkable, in fact. So you guys can bet the yes run first inning if you want. But look, if the Phillies are going to score first, I will help our game pick. So it's a win-win. But either way, we hope we get 6 quick outs. We like both these two pitchers. They really get it done. -110 value, pretty solid. I didn't really see many juice NRFIs on the slate. But either way, those are our 3 picks. Giants, Phillies, NRFI, Phillies money line, and Byron and Buxton of the Twins under 1.5 bases. Like I said, our podcast coming live at 10 a.m. Eastern time, live stream later tonight, as well as our NBA Game 1 best bets. We love you guys. We appreciate you guys for always supporting us. NRFI Nation, get ready to fly those flags because we are going to do it.